Hi guys! I've run into a roadblock lately with creating new crochet projects. I've been doing so much research on YouTube, just browsing, all kinds of different things. I really don't want to do a blanket because I have so many blankets and they just get folded and they get put aside. So I'm kind of liking doing more apparel type things, but some of it's really new to me because I'm used to working with really just square and rectangle and flat pieces. So I have to, part of my learning as a crocheter is how to put those pieces together, right? But I've been stumped a lot because I'm just not seeing the variety or whatever it is that I'm looking for. Nothing is catching with me. So what I thought I might do, because there's one thing that, it's like I've noticed with a lot of the granny square shrugs here, and I'll put the little video up here showing mine in its fullness. But when you do these, when they're variegated or your color flow, it's like there's always kind of this bullseye mark in the center of it. And not that I think that's a bad thing, because I think like in this one, for example, the colors turned out beautiful. But I think what I'm going to do is another granny square shrug. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this yarn here. I got 2 rolls of this, so we'll see how far I get with it. Should easily be a nice sized one. The reason I decided to do a second one is because I want to see what a granny square shrug looks like without it having, the bullseye in the center of it. Really curious to see if, what a whole shrug looks like without any stitch definition. So I got these on clearance. This was Christmas clearance stuff. This is the Loops and Threads here. It's the Michael brand. You could tell here possibly it was $9.99 and I got it for $5. They had 2 left and I grabbed them. So I'm going to granny square this into a shrug and we'll see how it turns out. This is what it looks like when you can't see the stitch definition. So I'm really curious to see how this looks and how it pulls together when it's a completed project. I'm really excited. Everything I see on YouTube has that highly defined stitches, and I want to see what it looks like when it's just one solid fabric. So here I sit on my exercise bike. I'm trying to create an enjoyable exercise routine for myself. I'm 57 years old and I hate exercising. My body and we often have arguments about that. And so we both have to find a way to compromise. So I don't like exercising, sitting on a bike for a half hour. I hate it. The weather sucks outside. I'm not going to go for walks. So I think what I'm going to try doing is I'm going to try sprinting on my bike. So whenever I start moving around the house, I work at home, so I'm on the computer a lot. But whenever I'm moving around the house, I'm going to stop on the bike and I am going to pedal as fast as I can for a minute. So I'm just going to see how many times I can sprint throughout the day. At least it'll get my heart rate up. I'll, be working on my lower half, my midsection, my core muscles, And I'm just hoping that I can work with that because I hate exercising. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. I averaged 19 miles per hour for 60 seconds for 1 minute. All right, that's my first time today. Woo! Since this is my second granny square shrug, I am just going to use footage from the first video that I made. There's no point in really repeating it. You just keep adding your rows till you get the size that you want. An ideal size for a shrug like this is about to your forearm. So it would end about here on either arm, but that's where I'm at right now, and I'm going to work on those side seams. I'll give you a close-up here in a second. I folded this in half, and I'm going to repeat this on both sides. I find my corner point here, which is a chain 2 space, and I am going to single crochet this all the way up about 2/3 here, which is then going to leave me my armhole. I'm also going to, at that point, crochet around, a single crochet around the edge here to put a nice edging on it too. I just attached this with a single crochet about 2/3 up, and I left a hole in here for my hand. And I did that the same on this side over here. Okay. So that's where it gets sewn together. Now, if we keep moving it around a little bit, this is what it looks like when you're wearing it. Okay. So in case somebody might have been having a hard time out there trying to figure out how this all comes together, so here you go. And so that's the basic construction of how it's put together. Well, I was so far off on my yarn guesstimate. It's like so I thought what I had would be more than enough. It was not. Oh my God. But luckily eBay was, the winner again. Was able to find 2 more rolls of it, and I'm praying this gets me far enough now, because oh my God, I misjudged so terribly. I always overestimate. I always think, oh, you guys, you'll get me through the whole project. 9 times out of 10, maybe not that, but you know what I'm saying. I'm on eBay looking for a panic roll because I buy everything at clearance, so I can't just go to the store, blah, blah, blah. I am done whining. I'm going to get crocheting now. What do you think, guys? What do you think? So this is what a granny square shrug looks like when it's done in one solid pattern. What do you think? I'll be honest, I kind of like this a little bit better. I like this fabric, or I should say this yarn. It has it's one of those blanket yarns. It has a very cozy feel. It feels like it's hugging you. The comfort of this one I think is much better than this one over here. So this one I think is beautiful, but there's something about the way you can't see the stitches in the back that I think is really cool. So anyway, what do you guys think? Do you like it better with all the stitch definition? Or do you like it better when it's just nice and solid? Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.